Good afternoon, YouTubers. Happy Sunday. I don't know if anybody's around. Damn, it's hot out today. There it is. I was up early today. Um, I didn't have a planned live stream. I'm just doing this off the cuff. So, not planned or anything. And yeah, I don't know who, half these stock account clones are anymore. I really don't know. And to be quite frank, I don't even really care anymore. I'm tired of, the fact that people even entertain them. It seems kind of ridiculous to me to even give people like that a forum. But I guess it sure looks like, when you don't kick out the harassing people and stuff like that and stock accounts, then, certainly your views, it's going to look like you've got a lot of people in the room if half of them are stock accounts that are there harassing people. I mean, I guess that's something, a positive way to look at it, right? Who knows? Some people could even create them themselves just to, you know, sub to themselves or do whatever they want. Who knows anymore? I have no clue. I didn't even check to see if there was any live streams going on right now. I like to do that so I can make sure that I'm not, stepping on toes or anything because, I'm polite like that, but just that way. Anybody do anything good today or up to anything good? Anybody go to the ocean yet? I'd love to go to the ocean. I love the ocean. I haven't been doing too much myself lately. You know, there's 5 people in here, but nobody's saying hello or anything. So I'll give it a little while longer, see what happens. I haven't seen iHeart Pink here for a little while. Hopefully she'll stop in, say hello. But yeah, I often think about just restarting a whole new thing in a different, and hope to hit with a different community. No offense against this one, but I think this has got to be one of the most worst ones. And the people, some of the people are very nice, but I'm not talking about the ones that I've met that are from different communities and stuff, different channels. I'm like referring to a certain group that is not, not the best to know. It seems, I don't know. But there is good communities out there on YouTube, and there is good people. Um, it's like say you're in school or something, and the bad thing about YouTube is, or any social media platform, I would say, is that when little kids had it tough before, they've got it even worse now. I mean, they may think that this computer and stuff is an advancement and something that is something that's going to better our lives, but at the end of the day, it really isn't. all of this internet stuff and everything. It's really not. I mean, not good. Not good. Bullying can reach out to, you know, many, many people now because of the internet. It used to be confined, and a kid that was going through bullying could move, like how I'm talking about going to a different, different platform, trying a different platform, hoping to meet. Because I know that there is other, you know, communities that I go to and frequent and show support, and they're the same way. They show support amongst their fellow YouTubers. They do things like that where you can end up in, like, say you're in a bad neighborhood and you're a little kid and you're in a bad neighborhood and you got to go to the bad school, you know, and it's very comparable to, children. It's like bringing out this children side out of adults where, people who have probably been raised to be polite, because they're, the most of them, a good majority are the same age, like between 40 and 60, some even older. I'd say even between 40 and 70. And their mindset has regressed back to, childhood, and not, maybe not childhood, but I'd say their mind has forgotten all their lessons that their parents taught, you know? I mean, yeah. Um, like if they were out at a restaurant when they were a kid, I'm sure they were taught, you know, not to stare if somebody was, uh, let's just use cancer as an example, or overweight, or somebody with one, like an artificial limb. I'm sure that they were, told not to stare, be polite, anything like that. Hi, Sean. How are you? I'm just talking about like how, you could liken a lot of social media now to how, um, back in the day, if you were lived in a bad neighborhood and you had to go to a school where it was, a tough school, known for whatever, fighting, whatever it might be, that, if the child had any kind of, bullying issues in the school, they could go to a different school. But nowadays, with the internet, they can't even do that anymore for little kids that are being bullied. They can't even enroll them in a different school now because, you know, you could type in their name and stuff will come up, and the bullying now. So, in the actual sense, in the grand scheme of things, right, the 10 o'clock news, but I mean, just about the regular person, like the little kid that something happened embarrassing in school, maybe a little girl who started her period in school, something happened, or a little boy who peed himself, you know, say something like that happened. It used to be that it would, stay confined. Um, and the kid, if he was bullied, because of that, the parent could enroll them into another school district, all they had to do was move. And nowadays, man, you can't do anything for your little kid because YouTube doesn't protect little kids. They don't protect anybody. They call certain things protected classes, but I mean, yeah, the frustration that must go on in parents if their child is being bullied, and the laws that are not in effect. And the thing is, I'll tell you, I had at one point had become like a member in a Facebook page, from the town that I was in England. And they had, I can't think of what the name of, like monitors, but not like a mod, like somebody who would actually read what was going up before it went up. And the thing is I know it's a smaller country, but being a bigger country, it doesn't matter. For the fact of the matter is that when somebody had tried to say something to me that was really derogatory on that particular Facebook page, in like a little chat that was going on, I never saw it. I never even saw it. It was gone before anyone saw it. And that person got, reprimanded with their name, and it was explained what they did, who they were, what they said wasn't put out there. And that's the key. It's really, hey, King of Ipswich, how are you? It's really, really disturbing that, all they keep doing is they keep thinking that people want a faster internet. Let's keep working on a faster internet, no matter the dangers of it, as opposed to thinking, let's work on addressing the dangers of the people on the internet, you know? No, I mean the diff from back in the day to now is supposed to be smart. We are in the know. We are not in the know because what they tell us is only what they want to tell us. Hi, LA. Okay, cat, please. Can't even read these. Hold on a minute. Hello, SG and Sean. I think no one puts themselves in another person's shoes or can empathize with someone else's path in life. I can and also have done so by being raised by great grandparents. Hi, SG. Hi, um, Sean. I know. I mean, the difference. Well, we think we're in the know, but if you were in a different situation, like if social media was doing to you what it's been doing to me for the past year, if it was like, rules were different for you, like how they are with me, you know, rules are different. But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about any person, child, adult, anyone that, you know, some, you know, bullying gang wants to pick as that person with social media. I was saying, I think of, hi, Askanger. I think about, trying a different platform. The only thing is this with me, like what sucks is I can't get, I don't want to give up my channel really, Sean. I don't, King, you have a channel. Um, you know, and I don't know if the other people here do, but I know Sean and King of Ipswich have channels. And most people they actually do start YouTube channel because they want to do something. What I should do is go back to what I was doing initially and use the editing program that I had purchased and just start doing that. Um, the only because hi grandma, yeah, it's it's so hey, it is convenient, Sean, but I think they need better rules, you know, because even with the Gmail on the StreamYard, the fact that I can't drop my link without even somebody who clicks on it and then they start saying vile, vile, some of the grossest words you've ever read. Hi, Ben. Oh, wow, you guys are climbing up in here. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. You know that does. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Very different if you're face to face too, like being anonymous. But really, YouTube does have like a mass chat. Yeah. I understand that, but Rachel, that's not the point. There's like I've seen it myself where, something has been so bad and somebody has, like even reported it and it wasn't that bad. No, something so bad that they don't get rid of it. Something else is not that bad and they get rid of it. It's like, I don't know. The bottom line is I've been in chat rooms before where you can clearly tell that there's like young kids in there and there's older adults and no mod, you know, um, as above help for review. Do you want that person blocked? I do not see it, Grandma. Tell me about it, Grandma. I can go out and look. You don't have to. Just leave it right there. I'll go look. Hold on. That's another thing. I should be able to see those, I shouldn't have to go out of StreamYard and go into YouTube. Let me just take a look. Well, I am doing my content like before. Oh, content. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me just check what she's talking about. Give me one sec, please. Uno momento, por favor. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Well, as long as Kelly Marie is here, as long as Kelly Marie is here, I'd like to ask her, because I like her, still do, what did I do to her? Like, just like how grandma is, just doesn't say anything. And I don't bring it up about the other channel, whatever. I didn't even watch it. Um, but what did I do to you, Kelly? Like, I remember us having a conversation about your ex and hi, Dominic. And I was like really encouraging to you. Not that that's any big deal. It was not, but I just remember like I thought we like were friends. I didn't know I had done anything to you as of recently. See, that's the hard part. Is I get these people who, join in this hate fest. And last I knew, we were good. Like never had any kind of an issue. I never had an issue with Kelly Marie. I never knew that she didn't like me. Why are you yelling like that? I'm not attacking Bobbles. Have you heard me say anything about her at all? Seriously, have I mentioned her name at all today? Why are you yelling at me, Kelly? Well, can you just uncapitalize it, please? You could talk like that in your house. We won't hear you. But can you just like uncapitalize it, please? Freaks me out. Freaks. Hey, OG Black. I didn't do any drunk rant. Of course you all heard it. You know why? Because apparently because of YouTube, other people get the chance to re-hurt people's feelings. See, if I remove something, it's because usually the majority of the time I've disappointed myself. I did. I didn't know that. Let me fix that. Um, um, yeah, oh my God, I got totally blown off right there. I'm so sorry. Um, okay. Yeah, Kelly. Yeah, but the thing is Kelly, you like you know how JC Bear said that that was said out of hurt, and it was out of hurt, and I realized it was out of hurt, and I removed it. When other people get joy in re-hurting somebody and rubbing salt in something, see, I mean, I removed it because I almost immediately because I felt bad. But to play it out and hurt those people intentionally, that's not their right. You know, I have the right to be hurt, but they don't have the right to, I knew right from wrong and removed it. And well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I would love that to stop going on with Bobbles. And that's what I'm saying to you, Kelly. Half the time, I think everything's fine. No, I don't want to argue with people. Why do people? I don't even want to argue with people. I want people to be nice and get along. I enjoyed that conversation we had that night, Kelly. That was one of my best live streams. You know what, Grandma? You don't have to feel bad for liking everyone. Because quite frankly, I just want to like everyone too. I don't want to fucking fight. I can't stand that shit. Stupid. Thank you, Grandma. Yeah, I felt bad. And I know it was terrible. That's why I removed it immediately. For Ollie to have recorded it and for them to play it just to hurt people. See, that's why I left it because I found things coming out of myself that things that would happen to me, and there I was doing them, slinging mud at someone that I never even met, you know, and I just didn't want to keep doing it. Oh my God. Janice is fucked. I can't believe they entertained Janice, letting her be there. She's mean, mean, evil stuff. I couldn't live with myself saying that. Yeah, Rachel, it's about having a moral compass and morals and ethics and principles. I mean, it wasn't for an hour. That was a video. She must have put it together for that long. So they always record everything. And here's the thing, what I should learn to do is rewatch it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the Janice Dickinson. You know what? And that's the thing. It's not even about Bobbles and Bobbles playing that. It's not even about that. It's about the vile, disgusting, disgusting thing that Janice Dickinson says. And in that live stream that night, she said something about, I said to her, be kind, Rachel. Not Rachel, I'm sorry. I just saw Rachel's name. Be kind. And she came out with something, and I said, don't you guys realize she writes me letters saying that, my daughter's father popped her cherry when she was 13. And her response back was, I was wrong about that. It was already popped. It's not up there, though, Rachel. How about devil's advocate if somebody plays it? How about if somebody plays it? How about the moral compass of people? Like saying, if I've already said time and time again that I've removed, how about this, Rachel? What exactly do you think that video was? Do you think I pulled that shit out of my head, or was it a response video? Why aren't you saying to them, how about you don't say that shit about her? You know? Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why are you berating me for responding to the action? How come you don't berate them for having the action? Therein lies the issue. But you know me. Like you think that's just me, Rachel. Like as if I was hallucinating and I haven't been getting harassed. Thank you, Dark. No, though, Rachel, okay, but I get your point. But now I'm making a total different point, and I know isn't an answer. I'm asking why you can't recognize that's a response video. You're basically saying, like, that's how I normally am. And a bunch of bullies on some forums know me. So they accept me as I am, you know? I'm a nice person and I've known you for a while though, Dark Light, and that's a compliment that, we still talk and everything. And Dark Light's never known me to be that way because in the communities that I met Dark Light in, I was never cyberbully and gang bully. I'm just saying. Those are response videos. You said it yourself on the phone that you, in no doubt, like you have no doubt from everything you read that, hi, Landon. Hi, chat with Angie. That this is numerous people against one person, and that's gang bullying. I mean, but I didn't even bring it up. I wasn't even talking about it. But if you know, anyway, yeah. Yeah, I don't just like get it. That shit doesn't just happen. That was after somebody saying in a chat room that they were wrong about my daughter's father popping her cherry when she was 13. Her cherry was already popped at 12. And them timing me out when I said, "Isn't Ahmad gonna do anything about that?" And what they did was time me out. No, no, Dan, I didn't go after Dan. What happened with Dan is that it's screenshotted right there was when that occurred about my daughter, them saying that about my daughter, and I got timed out. Dan was all on this trip of of I used to defend SG all the time, not anymore. Now I don't understand logically how nobody could read this woman talking about my daughter, talking about my daughter, and I call out for like a mod or someone to take care of it, and I got timed out, and HMB said, "Don't worry about her, Janice. Don't worry about her, Janice. Um, this is not the type of channel where we tell people to be kind. You can say whatever you want. In fact, we're all quite mean here." No, I'm sorry. That's what happened. And that hurt my feelings because I like Dan and I've always liked Dan. So to hear him for some reason think he should say, "I've always defended SG, but I won't be doing that anymore." I mean, my God, these people have children. They don't think that one is like offensive to me. So it didn't, I wasn't, you know, you have to see the whole thing of what happened. Like, just ask me. I was hurt. Ace, I've been friends with Ace for 3 years. I'm just surprised that I don't have a friend in that room to speak out and say anything. Surprising. That's all. I wasn't even here. I'm going on live today to talk about it at all. How you doing, Angie? How does your pug like the pool? 24 people. I don't see anybody talking. I don't know if I'm just not, if I'm frozen or something. What are you sorry about, Amanda? Your pug's cute. I eat anytime I'm hungry, Grandma. What are you eating? Oh, yeah. But it's all right. I mean, like, I can handle it. I'm just glad I'm not a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, my real concern about it is the lack of attitude of YouTube. If I was a little kid, man, I wouldn't even be able to like start a new school. You guys ever see that movie, The New Kid? It was funny. It was a comedy. You don't see that kid in many movies anymore. He had like a big nose and meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and corn. You did see The New Kid? And he does that thing with his eye. He's like the guy in prison. Oh, he shows up at school like Hannibal Lecter. Remember that? Hannibal Lecter was a good movie. You know who you never see bad stuff about, like, and has been able to keep themselves out of the spotlight is Jodie Foster. The red skin potato. You keep the peel on? You gotta with those, right? Mm-hmm. You know, I would love a good cookout. You know that? We used to do one every year when we had a, well, not dirty. Don't say dirty. Sometimes I can't eat the ones that have the, like the dirt, and you got to scrub the dirt off and everything. I remember I was dating this kid one time, and I said, "You got to clean those, you know? Here's a little like potato scrubber." And he said, well, "No, you don't. You leave that on, you eat it." I said, "Oh, no, you don't. Chicken. You have a routine to eat at, Sean? Really?" Yeah, I think that's my problem. I don't think I'm like scheduled enough. Is that the word? No, I don't hate on Spartan Dan. I felt like he was hating on me because somebody in the listen, I've already gone over this. If you don't know what it is, then rewind, rewind the video. I talked about it once. I didn't like the effect that it um oh, I do remember you, Sean, one night, that night that you had that wheel going and you were saying that you eat it. Yes, I do remember that. Absolutely. Absolutely remember that. I do. I do want to do more games. Want to do Hangman, Sean? Like we could just do it with one of us could aim the camera at paper with a pen, and then the other one can say the letters. Now, how do you make it so people aren't all yelling out letters at once? Like Hangman wouldn't be bad. We could do like remember all those not video games, but the games they used to play. You know, it's funny because when we grew up, we did grow up in a routine upbringing. I don't know how old you are, Sean, but I remember being in when the street lights came on. Where did Angie go? Did she leave? Oh, that's on the one that's on computer though, right? Yeah, I don't have that. I was just gonna like aim it at 43 in September. That's 10 years. That 10 years. Um, is when the computers came in, I think. Like things changed. people started playing more like, you know what it was? When I was little, I remember the first video game was that Pong. Is that what it was called? Pong? And all it was the two lines, and it would like Pong the ball. You know what? Even before that, though, I had, no, it was around the same time because this would be one of the first, you know what I had? Oh, God, I remember now. And these were considered like the first, ones was like, uh, the first that I can recollect of where it would ask questions and you had to interact with it, like the first toy, was called 2XL. It was called 2XL. And they would sell different 8-track tapes, believe it or not, 8-track tapes. And it would play 8-track tapes, like your regular ones too. So it could double as, an 8-track tape player. And for anybody who doesn't know, 8-track tapes, they have 4 sections to them. So it's like, side A, B, C, whatever. It's and so right in the middle of a song, it would stop and then pick up. You'd hear a click, and it would pick up on the next. It wasn't a long pause, but sometimes it would pretty much stop. Because I remember my favorite, back then was ABBA. ABBA was one of my favorites. I mean, every song they did was great. I'm sorry. They really were. And who doesn't like even guys? I don't care. Even because I had my friend pull up here one time and he had cranking on his radio or whatever it was, Dancing Queen. You could dance, you could die, having the time of your life. Why did Angie leave? It was like something go wrong there. Uh, I don't know. You can't make them all happy, right? Can't make them all happy. So then came along. They had the pump. So way before the 2XL. I'm sorry, guys, way before the 2XL was that Pong. And then I remember getting this little. It was like just that handheld, but not small handheld. And it was a screen that would move. It was on a roller. And the little car, I had to steer it and not crash into anything. If you did, it would light up and, make noise. Pong, Pong, not Bong, not Pong, Pong, right? That's the one that was just it was like you could play single or two, like a tennis thing, right? Like a tennis thing. Then there was Simon. Remember Simon with the colors? So did S. Tanger leave? See, that's what bothers me. It's like I'm not even allowed to, you know, respond to what's been going on to me with me. Um, and then feel bad about it at least. And I take it down, and then they use that and they turn people against me. Like at no matter what turn, like as if I may as well just start on a new forum. Let's fucking give it up. You know, And Sandra actually has my email. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stop going. All right, you guys. Peace, love, and tacos.